This is Fontevraud Abbey, where we're going.
So, on your left, this is a parish church, which is made from the remainings of an old Romanesque church. So, are you ready to go?
This front gate was built in the 1800s. Fontenelle is the name of the abbey. There are monks living here today. The 17th century building. Abbey was founded here in 649 to help Christianize the whole Seine River Valley. Monks from here were sent to Mont Saint-Michel in 966 to found the abbey there. There's a bunch of school kids getting a tour with the monk. This was built in the late 1700s. This was a hostelry. This was the school and library. This is the oldest place in Europe where monks are living today. So these bells are not that old, like 50 years old.
Well, there you go. Peter starts off Peter. Very good.
When 1830, there was a big economical crisis in Europe. All those factories had been run to bankruptcy, and the building had been for sale again. And they had been bought back by an Irish bishop, Lord Stacpoole. Lord Stacpoole, he was Irish, so from the Anglican Church. He could marry. He came here with his wife and his children. And he was pensioned by Middle Ages. He wanted to transform the abbey into a castle. He came back here.
From
And
Belgium.
of course they had a place where to live and they began to refresh the buildings, but unfortunately, 25 years later, the French government took anti-clerical laws and the monks had to live again. But they had been clever. In order that the buildings would not be confiscated by the state, they found somebody who took the name of the property for himself. But of course that guy was a little bit frightened to be discovered. So to hide the tracks, he rented the abbey to an artist, the Belgian poet Maeterlinck. Maeterlinck came here with his mistress. And of course they were artists. They were giving parties in the abbey. And the monks were absolutely scandalized by what was happening in the abbey.
And the monks returned in
And
1932.
the population realized that monks had come back.
This was in the church, and then it ended up as a barn in some guy's property, and they finally realized what they had, and he sold it back to the church. And it reopened in 1969. This is a copy of a Michelangelo sculpture of Mary and Jesus. The seats came from a church in the south of France. So this is the church the monks use today. And that's the skull of the founder of this abbey. This was also a barn, and farmer just gave it to him. Here's a little chapel next to the church, and here's a little cemetery. This area was bombed, of course, in World War II, and the monks promised that if they survived the war, they would build this chapel, which they did. This was part of the Abbey before the French Revolution. This is a very pastoral scene. Chopped down some wood. We have sheep in the back. Look at these old buildings. This is the boutique of the Abbey. The monks make lots of things for sale. I'll have to go see if I'm going to spend any money here.